Maraming salamat, Patricia. Yan nga po, ang tema ng ating laro. Ang reunion, kadalasan, masayang okasyon. Not tonight. Hindi nga natin alam ano ang mas malaga. Ang balikan ang nakaraan o harapin ang kinabukasan. L.A. Tenorio, Cyrus Baguio, no longer playing under Coach Tim Cone. James Yap, kay mga kanyang kasama dyan, sila Kirby Raimundo, sila Joe Devaz, now playing for Tim Cone. These two teams hurtling so many changes dito sa bagong season ng PBA. So really, unahan nito mag-adjust kinito.
Well, makita na natin no, yung nangyari sa kanilang first games. Hirap yung Alaska, hirap sa pag-a-adjust. Alamin din natin no, at pansinin din natin ang roster ng Alaska, 4 ang kanilang rookies. 2 nga hindi naglaro, no, si Ariel Mepanya at saka si Julius Pasculado. I felt na si Joel Banal hindi masyado pang nagtatrust sa kanyang koponan. As you take a look at what happened here in this game against Petron, BMEG, si James Yap only 10 points, si Kirby Raimundo ganun din 10 points. You also see the minutes that they played. So you also see that Coach Tim Cone going with his veterans, going with his stars. Kita natin, 37, 38 minutes. Napakamaraming minutes na binibigay o naibigay ni Coach Tim Cone sa kanyang 2 namestates.
So, same lang sa shooting si James saka si Kirby. Tignan natin kung babangon sila with a much better performance ngayong gabi. O, ito naman ang kwento ng Alaska. Mga minalas na alas. LA did not play well. Cyrus did not play well. Dapat ba tayo magulat kinito?
Ako hindi nagugulat, no? Because it is a work in progress para sa Alaska. Marami silang bagong ka-teammates. And for Tenorio and for Baguio, they need to be able to gel with their teammates. Si Bac Barakael, isang rookie na naglaro for Alaska na napakaraming minutes and produced 20 points. But you take a look kung anong nangyari with Baguio at saka si Tenorio. 7 points only for Baguio, 6 points for Tenorio. Makita din natin ang kanilang field goal shooting. Napakasama, no? That's 2 out of 13 combined for the two players. At si Baguio, ni isang 3-point shot, hindi siya nakapasok.
Okay, si Tim Cone and Joel Banal, they don't want this to be a game between two coaches. They want this to be a game between two teams na gusto makuha ang unang panalo. We'll bring it a jump ball dito sa PBA on Active matapos na lang paalala. Handa na po tayo simula ng pinakahihintay na pagtatapat ng Alaska at BMEG for reasons that most of you already know. Coach Tim Cone, ito po ay nakunan kanina on his way from the BMEG locker room. Napadaan dun sa Alaska bench at actually nagpasa siya, no? Na mga musta. Ayun, no? Nakita niya yung kanyang mga kasama. It's a hard habit. 22 years of going to the Alaska bench is a hard habit to break. Kinamusta niya si Coach Joel Banal. Ayan, si Mang Tom, ayan niyang kamustahin. Siyempre, sila Mr. Waki Trillo. You know, 22 years and it's been ingrained in a person's system, kinito. Hindi yan basta-basta pwedeng kalimutan.
Nung pumasok si Coach Tim Cone, hindi siya nakangiti. I don't call that a game face. I call that a war face.
A war face.
At pagpasok niya, nung medyo napansin niya, nandun din yung mga dating kasama niya sa Alaska. Well, pupunta naman si Tim Cone at ngumiti at kinamayan si Joel Banal. This is a unholy reunion, so to speak.
Diba parang normally, diba, ang reunion, whether family reunion, class reunion, masayang okasyon. This reunion is, well, it's strange.
Well, hindi lang strange. Kundi, I think it's going to be a very emotional reunion. Both these coaches want to win badly. Pareho silang galing sa talo. Kailangan nilang manalo. And to think that they now have to do it at each other's expense. Yung dalawang dati magkasama, Tim Cone, Joel Banal, now on opposite sides, on opposite corners. And I think this is going to be a war.
So nakikita natin ang napakalakas na starting unit ni Tim Cone. Ito kararating lang ni Mr. Wilfred Uitengsu na ang alam natin ay galing pa tong Amerika.
Tama. Si Wilfred Uitengsu, mga kaibigan, ay nag-participate sa Ironman World Championships of Kona, Hawaii. That's the second time that he's participated. And it's good that he's back. I think he wanted to make sure that nandito siya para Hindi para ituya si Coach Tim Cone. I don't think that's in his mind. That's farthest from his mind. I think it's important for him to be here para sa kanyang koponan, to give his team the moral support that it needs. And for Coach Tim Cone, he's not looking back. This is moving forward for him. He gave 22 years of his life to Alaska and 13 championships. And he felt that maybe it was time for him to cross the bridge, to go to another dimension. Everybody wishes him luck, and I'm sure deep down inside, ganun din si Coach, si Mr. Fred Ultengsu at saka si Coach Joel Banal.
Si Mac Baracael earning this starting spot, sabi ni Coach Joel Banal. Mac Baracael earned his respect with that gutsy performance against Ginebra bagamat natalo ang Alaska sa Ginebra in Antipolo. You know, Chinito, lost in this whole discussion about Joel and Tim in 22 years of coaching Alaska is that these are two winless teams.
That's right. Yun ang sinabi ko kanina, no? Pareho silang galing sa talo, and they need to be able to break out and score a win. It's just so sad that they have to do it against each other. But napagit mo kanina si Mac Baracael, no? And a lot of people are saying, surprise pa tayo na naka-score siya ng 20 points in a good game in his debut, bagamat natalo ang Alaska. Ako, I'm not surprised.
Why not?
Ang sistema ni Coach Raiko Toraman doon sa Smart Gilas is predicated on movement, people movement, player movement to get open. At for the triangle offense, Coach needs movement without the ball.
Para ba J.R. Reyes' performance? Parang bagong J.R. Reyes yung nakita natin in that game against Ginebra. Really working hard to get rebounds in that game.
13 rebounds for J.R. Reyes. Alam niya, siyang inaasahan ni Coach Joel Banal to get those rebounds. And someone like him who can play alongside Sonny Toss, I think it makes for a very formidable frontline combination. Hindi lang yan. Meron siyang tira sa labas, especially from medium range. At madali siya makagalaw. He's a very quick outside, or rather inside player. And there he goes again.
A lucky break. At abuti nila si J.R. Reyes. Handang kunin ang air ball ni Mac Baracael. So it's a 4-0 start para sa Alaska. A steal. J.R. Reyes, a 2-on-1 break. Inasa, Baracael. Tumigil at maghihintay muna na ang kakampi. With De La Cruz, Tenorio, bossan ito si J.R. Reyes at ang rookie na si Mac Baracael. Here's toss. Laban kay Mark Bingris. Inasa kay Tenorio. Tenorio hoping to bounce back from a lackluster game. Tira ni Baracael, no go. Baracael got his own miss. And he loses it. Bola ng B-Meg.
Nico, napansin natin sa B-Meg, no? So far, not a single attempt from the floor. Dalawa na ang kanilang turnovers. Ang nagsesenso sa kanila si Mark Pingley, someone who's not used to that position because Jordan Vance is playing on the outside. And let's see whether Mark Pingley can handle that triangle. It's a new role para sa kanya.
It's a new role for everybody because this B-Meg team. Even PJ Simon. Yeah, Peter Jude Simon, sanay siya. He comes off the bench. He's a spark plug off the bench. Now he has to be part of the starting unit. And pag-starter ka, that's a different animal.
Of course. And napagin ko si Mark Pingley. I think out of all the B-Meg players, siya ang dapat magkaroon ng pinakamalaking adjustment because he's playing the fulcrum in the triangle and he's looking to pass and he's looking to post up at the same time. Maraming mga responsibility na binigay sa kanya.
Wow, good game and a good start para kay J.R. Reyes. And it's a 4-point lead para sa Alaska with over 8 minutes remaining sa opening quarter.
J.R. Reyes, siya lang nakaka-score dito sa magkabilang side. And again, that combination of J.R. Reyes and Sonny Toss. That's something that Coach Joel Banal is using to good advantage.
Herbie did not shoot well in their first game. Nakawala si L.A. Tenorio. Should people assume that B-Meg, given its lineup, Kirby almost throws the ball away, that B-Meg is the favorite team? Is that a safe assumption?
I think B-Meg should be favored. If you're going to compare yung performance nila in their first two games, no? I thought B-Meg played a much better game against Petron than Alaska played against Ginebra. Alaska is motivated. Alaska is inspired. Nandito po ang kanilang team owner, si Fred Ultengsu. Bago ang kanilang coach, they've got something to prove to their old coach. They want to be able to show that they learned a lot from Tim Cone.
10-2 start para sa Alaska. Back in a moment. Okay, back inside the Smart Araneta Coliseum. Alaska labang dito. Punta po natin si Erica Padilla.
Yes! Hello sa inyo. Alam nyo, kanina nasa dugout ako at kinausap ko nga si Coach Tim Cone. Gusto ko sanang malaman from him kung anong masasabi niya tungkol sa paglipat niya ng team, sa necktie supporters niya, kay Boss Uiteng Su, sa Team Alaska BMX, at saka kung anong masasabi ng asawa niya. Pero walang nasabi sa akin si Coach Tim Cone. Napaka-seryoso niya at napaka-focus niya sa laro. Dahil nga sabi niya, galing sila sa pagkatalo. And gusto lang niyang tratuhin ang larong ito like any other game. Pero alam mo, nakakatuwa kasi makikita natin, nagkalat ang mga supporters ni Coach Tim Cone na nakasuot ng necktie para i-welcome siya sa BMX team. Back to you guys.
Tama ba yun? Na Tedma si Erica. I guess Tim is all business tonight.
Kasi hindi nakasuot ng kurbata si Erica eh.
Dapat nakakurbata ni si
Yun.
Erica.
Malamang sinagot siya ni Tim ng napakatamis na oo.
But I think we can both understand why Tim doesn't want to, you know, para bang add fuel to the fire na, you know, he doesn't want to make this some sort of coaching showdown between him and Joel.
I think he's very focused on his game at ayaw niya ng distractions. And if I were Coach Tim Cone, palagay ko ganun din ang aking demeanor. No?
Pag ako nagtanong sa'yo, hindi mo rin ako sasagutin.
Dapat magpabata ka. Pero meron ka namang magbata ka. Okay, sasagutin kita.
Ay,
Ay, matamis na oo.
Ay, nako. Thank you. Kirby, 17-footer. Wow, Kirby's outside shot still not working in this game. At Alaska lamang po ng 8. Here's De La Cruz, Tenorio. Tenorio driving, stopping, Pinasa, JRS, back to Tenorio. Exactly the kind of start that Coach Joel Banal wanted from the Aces. JRS with a strong move, muntika na, rebound Pinglis. Sir Jun Simon. Wow, what has happened to BMX outside shooting dito sa opening quarter.
Walang flow sa kanilang offense. No? You see, James Yap, he's deferring. He's not going for the shot because he realizes that in the system of Coach Tim Cone, they want players to move, they want those open looks, and they want passes. They want the extra pass. Ito, tingnan natin kung ano mangyayari dito. Again, Mark Pringles looking to post up to work the triangle.
Here's Barangel. Barangel stops and pass, and it's no good. Pero bola pa rin ng Alaska. 6 minutes remaining in the opening quarter. See by Pinglis. Pinglis actually looks more relaxed on defense than he is on offense.
Exactly.
Here's the badge. The badge, Tomira.
Nobody home for the second chance opportunity. Shooting the BMX is horrible in this game so far. But you know, as a lot of fans will know, it's better to be able to miss a lot in the opening rather than miss a lot towards the end. And for Coach Tim Cone, you can expect magkakaroon ng malaking adjustment dito. You haven't seen the last of BMX. It's just a 10-2 score.
Okay, 10-2 nga ang lamang ng Alaska dito. Magbabalik po kami. Back inside the big dome, laban ng Alaska at BMX. At ngayon, puntahan po natin si Aaron Atayde.
Thank you, Miko. And you guys were talking about it nga kanina, and exactly on point. Yan din ang sinabi ni Coach Tim Cone sa kanyang team. They should not get frustrated with the system. Dapat nga i-embrace pa nila lalo and make sure that they can move forward. Play by play here dito sa triangle offense nila. And regarding yung pressure nga ng BMX versus Alaska, ang sabi naman ni Coach Tim Cone is go out there and play it like it was just any other game. Miko?
That's a coach who does not want this to digress into, you know, to anything na yung mga one-on-one between coach versus coach, you know, team versus Mr. Uiteng. So he just wants it to stay as a game. Of course, that's easier said than done.
Oh, yeah, but tama din yung focus ni Coach Tim Cone. But what about the focus dito ni Sanito? And again, reading what the defense is going to give, nakita ni Coach Joel Banal that malaki yung mismatch dun sa post area. So Sanitos versus Mike Pingles, he attacked strong, got the basket.
James Yap with a miss. Top defense by Alaska. Ito na si Tenorio. It's an 11-point ball game para sa Alaska. More importantly, Bimay with only 2 points on the scoreboard. Tenorio on the right side. Shot clock down to 10. Step back shot short. Rebound, James Yap.
Not a good shooting game so far para kay Tenorio. He's only scored 2 points in this game.
Kirby. That's his shot, pero sumobra pa rin. What do you see when sa Bimay half-court offense, Kinito?
Well, doon natin nakita yung tira ni Joe Devance. Wala na sa triangle yun. No? So, I think Coach Tim Cone wants to be a little more liberal in getting his players to freelance a bit. So, let's see whether that kind of adjustment is going to reach dividend. But meanwhile, wala nakakapagpigil dito kay J.R. Reyes. He's got 8 points. Taking it from the inside, taking it from the outside.
What a dominant start para sa Alaska. Simon kumawala. Another miss. And another miss. And finally, yan ang specialty of the house ni Mark Fingris. Yan ang only the 4th point ng Bimay tonight.
Siya kailangan, no? Underneath the basket. I think more than being able to post up and orchestrate the triangle from the fulcrum position, Mark Fingers likes to loiter, no? Come from the wing and power his way close in to get those offensive rebounds and score and put back.
Here's Kirby. Pasa kay Simon. Simon pulling up. Yung field goal percentage ng Bimay in this opening quarter, palamig po ng palamig as we go along. And here's Baracael. Baracael for 3. Good box out by Kirby Raimundo.
Ako, ang feeling ko dito, no? If our coach Tim Cone and seeing how his team is struggling offensively, all he needs to do is to get them to focus on defense. Wag lang maka-score ng maraming Alaska, and then yung offense ng Bimay is gonna flow. So everything will start from defense. If they're struggling on offense, maybe they should concentrate a little bit more on getting those stops. Pagkatapos sila makakuha ng stops, frustrating the opponent, then gagana din ang kanilang offense sa kabila.
Cyrus Baguio normally starts para sa Alaska, but tonight he's coming off the bench. Pinilitan niya si Mac Baracael, who did not have a good start offensively. Ito si J.R. Reyes, and Baguio. Baguio first touch of the basketball. Baguio, batake. Hijacked by the defense. Nakuha ulit ang bola, and he scores on a fall away.
Looking very sharp. Ang mga shooters ng Alaska finding the range.
Sa 30-second timeout para sa Bimay. Iniiwan po sila dito ng Alaska. The Aces on top, 17-4. And Cyrus Baguio ito, kakapasok lang. Lost the ball. Recovered the loose ball. Got his balance back. Tumira. Got it.
You watch it here again. Hinabol siya ni Mark Fingris, but a little bit too late in stopping that jump shot.
Cyrus Baguio, hindi po maganda yung laro niya. And that loss to Ginebra. And now coming off the bench, lost his starting spot, at least for tonight, kay rookie Mac Baracael.
Yeah. No, I was just gonna say that, you notice yung lineup ni Coach Joel Banal now on the floor. Puro mga veteran yan. Eh? All those 5 players on the floor for Alaska all played for that team last season. And for Coach Tim Cone naman, you know, Kirby Raimundo missed a lot of games. He played only 5 games out of 44 last season. Parang bagong taking din ito si Kirby Raimundo for Bimay. It's a reacquaintance for him.
Let's stay talking with Roger Yap. He'll be dispatching Roger Yap in a moment. Ito si Sam Eman. Eman against Fingris. Eman, or rather J.R. Reyes, turns around. No go. Spin by Simon. 2 minutes remaining dito po sa opening quarter. It's been all Alaska. Pasa kay Devan. Shot clock down to 10. Kirby. 1-on-1. James Yap. Bothered. Another miss para sa Bimay. Alaska, lamang na lamang po dito with less than 2 minutes remaining in the first period. Another jumper goes in para kay Tony De La Cruz.
That's money in the bank for Tony De La Cruz. Again, working that triangle to perfection, coming off the pick.
Here's James Yap for 3. Yes, sir!
That time, good ball movement, unselfish play. George Evans finding the open James Yap on the other side.
Still a 10-point ball game para sa Alaska. 1 minute remaining in the opening quarter. Shot knocked down to 10. Baguio made a field goal earlier. Pinasa J.R. Reyes.
Fully loaded. J.R. Reyes has got 10 points. And 6 of those 10 points coming from medium range. I've always felt that in the triangle system, you have to be sharp on your medium range jumpers because that's where you're going to get free.
Brilliant move by James Yap, pero hindi gumana. In the meantime, Tenorio against the van. And the van changes that shot. Ito na si Simon over to James Yap, and there's a foul given up by Cyrus Baguio.
Yung sinasabi natin ng depensa na kailangan ng D-Leg, pinakita yun ni Joe Devan. Blocking that shot of Tenorio, timing the fast break attack, and then going full steam ahead on the other side. Ako, sa tingin ko, kung mababa ang confidence level ng mga BMEG players on the floor sa opensa, I think if they can get running a little bit, get some easy baskets in transition, good defense, create some turnovers, tapos makascore sila sa fast break, I think that will loosen up things with BMEG and you'll see a much better flowing offense sa kanila.
Roger Yap, Joshua Biscondo are in the game, missed by James Yap, rebound Sam Eman. 4 seconds remaining here, and a steal by James Yap. 1 second to go, James Yap! No. But some of you might be surprised. Joel Banal, he's pleased. Ang kanyang team, Alaska Labang, 21-9. And this happened right before the game. Kinamusta ni Coach Tim Cone, si Coach Joel Banal. And there's Tim's old boss, Mr. Wilfred Uitengsu. That's Tim's old point guard, L.A. Tenorio. And Tim's old team is ahead, 21-9, laban sa BMEG.